Yo, what's up? It's your boy Ant Ash, CEO of Entrepreneur Entertainment, CEO and artist for Entrepreneur Entertainment. I'm here with my lovely wife.
I'm Kim Ashford. I'm COO of Entrepreneur Entertainment. And today we're gonna be answering some questions that we've received from some of the rec execs that we've met with, Facebook Live, and some emails that we've gotten. So the first one is going to really both of us, but mainly you, since you're the talent.
Right on.
So what made you want to not just be an artist, but a record label CEO?
Well, really, the main thing was I learned a lot, through going through the whole journey. And going through that journey, I just wanted to not only control my destiny, but going through the whole music journey, I didn't have a lot of help, and
Except for me.
Yeah, except for you, of course. So I told myself I wanted to be in a position where not only can I empower myself, but I can bring other artists up, with that same mindset, business mindset, and empower them. So I don't really I didn't want a label where like we were just in a certain control of the artist. I wanted it to be a platform where the artist can get their own control, and also learn more about the business side. So I figured if that was my mindset, but I'm not around people like that, then I couldn't really put my stamp on, the music industry like I wanted. So I said, you know what, let me start it on my own and build it that way.
Right. Good answer. And why did you ask me to join you?
Because you're cute. The other thing was and we talked about this, but your grind, the fact that, I saw you go from your bachelor's degree to when we had our daughter, you kept going to school, got your master's degree. So understanding that grind and your work ethic, is just really good. You've always had my back, but then on top of that, you understand business, your marketing degree, just everything that you learn. I've seen you learn a lot and discuss things about business, and music is business. So I'm I'm living with a very smart person who knows business.
You finally tapped into your best resource.
There you go. That's what.
And not to be too cutesy, but you were the inspiration of me going back to school and getting my degree. So.
Right on. Say that again.
Shut up. All right, next question. CEO and Ash, explain how you evaluate talent.
Well, I look at it in different waves. Music goes through waves. You have people who create a wave. You have people who find a way to tap into that wave and do something, special. You have people who they might ride that wave for a short period of time. You know what I mean? So I look at how talent creates their music, and just if the song itself is good, and that song and how they create their music, it kind of lets me know where they fit within being a wave. A great example is, when you go from Jay-Z, Biggie, Drake, Migos, all of them, Future, these guys created waves in the industry. Now you have a lot of people who either they found a way to learn from their wave and create their own, or you have people who just ride that wave. So I evaluate all those different things, and every label is different. People just want to just find something that they can make money off of real quick. But with Entrepreneur Entertainment, I really want to focus on finding wave creators, or people who find a wave and they learn from that wave, and they might take a little bit from it, then create their own. And that's how I evaluate talent. Listening to how they create their music, it'll kind of give me a vibe of what type of person they are when it comes to creating a wave or being a part of a wave.
Right. Okay. So now I'm talking to Aunt Ash, the artist.
Right.
What's your thought process as a creator? How do you go about creating your music?
Well, the first thing I do, I listen to the beat. Once I listen to the beat, yeah, that real talk. All I do is listen to beats. Like, I drive to beats. I love listening to beats. That's all I do. Yeah, I listen to the beat and I let the beat tell me like what the vibe is. From there, I think of a chorus melody. You know, once I think of like the chorus, then I start to think of like words that speak to that vibe that I felt from the beat. And then from there, I just start to build around it. You know what I mean? And then when I start to put the verses together, I think about things that maybe people would want to hear, things that they might want to repeat, things that it makes sense to repeat. I mean, you
things that you get stuck in my head,
right,
walking around the house.
Right. But the funny thing with that, like, you can say something stupid and it gets stuck in your head.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So if I make a song just going water, 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 hey, water, water, hey, that can get stuck in your head.
Right.
It might not go platinum. It go wood.
That ain't gonna go nowhere.
Sure.
So let's stop on the water one.
Water.
So a lot of people go after the direction hip hop is going, and you hear a lot about mumble rap versus deep lyrical content. So what's your take on that?
You know what, man? Like, my take is this. Like, first of all, I didn't even know it was different levels of like the whole mumble rap argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the artists that I feel that people say mumble, I don't think they mumble it. You know what I'm saying?
Like who?
Well, I mean, you hear like whether it's like the Migos and stuff. I don't think I can hear what they say, and they make good music. You know what I mean? They make really good music, and even like in one of my songs, I kind of referenced to it, and I made a comment about the whole mumble rap thing. I was referring to like people who you don't really know. They purposely say something when you can't like understand what they say,
right,
and they try to make it like rhythmic. And from a local scene, you had a lot of people just biting those styles or whatever. So it's almost like the blind biting something from the blind. You know what I mean? And everybody's blinded. You know what I mean? But I think the whole music goes through, again, it goes through different waves. You know what I'm saying? You can't really get mad if something, even if you say it's mumble rap, if you might get mad at it or whatever, but you know what? That has its audience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you do deep lyrical content, that's dope. Create a song that will generate a huge audience, you know what I'm saying? And then people will get deep into it, because I think sometimes, again, it comes back to the song. If the song is good, whether it's mumble, whether you are deep lyrically, because there's some songs where people are like super dope lyrically and the song is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I remember when I first was listening to rap, you know, my grandfather was like, oh, they not saying nothing. They just talking on the beat. You know what I mean?
I wasn't even allowed to listen to rap, so yeah. I get that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think when people complain too much, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you just sound too old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It may not be your cup of tea, but you can see.
Yeah, I can see why they like it.
Right.
You know, I come from a family that we listen to everything. So, like I said, I think music has different wave. It all comes down to the song. You know what I'm saying? So that's really my take on the whole. I don't really think hip hop can have different variations of it. You know what I'm saying? And just find out where you fit and roll with that.
Right. It keeps evolving.